do is smoke quality pot. Team Sucio is a natural born stoner.
Green crack, you know I got it. Girl Scouts, you know I got it. I got a Cali Connect and I hope they bout it. Come fuck with me, you know I got it. Green crack, you know I got it. Sour diesel, you know I got it. Got a Cali Connect and I hope they bout it. Come fuck with me, cause you know I got it.
So we're heading up to Lodi right now. We're going to smoke some medical marijuana because our patient friend who called us, her neighbor turned her in for smoking marijuana. When you turn in a patient for smoking marijuana, like an asshole, karma's a bitch, because now you're going to have people smoking pot outside your house with cameras and signs. Really? Really? That's what you get, because karma's a bitch, and so is Sativa Cross. We're a bunch of bitches.
So we go to Carol's house. Carol wanted to make sure that we weren't the police. And Lefty assured her, don't worry, we are the police of the police.
Yeah.
Well, we
they took all my money, they took my car,
They took your car?
They took my fucking car, they took my computer, my car, and all my life savings.
Now you have your card. Where's your marijuana card?
Oh.
Apparently you've gone to the dispensary.
Yes, I have my bottles.
Okay. So you know the law.
Yeah.
So you have your card, you have your bottles.
They didn't even want to look at my card or anything.
And the police, so apparently the problem is the neighbor, you have a next door neighbor who's an asshole,
yeah,
apparently called the police on you.
Yeah. My neighbor, who's the ex-fire chief, knows I smoke marijuana. He's the one who first rented me the apartment. I showed him my card, they're fine with it. They don't care, they mind their fucking business. The discovery says, because there's two discoveries. One of the discoveries says on June 9th, the CI, confidential informant, went to the police station, they frisked him, checked his car, followed him here. He came up to the front door, knocked on the door, I opened the door, I served him at the front door. And I closed the door, he got back in the car and he left. The next discovery says on June 9th, he came to the house, they followed him, he knocked on the door, nobody answered at 8:05 p.m. He waited in his car till 9:45 p.m. And then 9:45 p.m. is when I pulled up with the marijuana and then I served him. So was it June 9th he came to my door and I served him at my door, or was it June 9th that he came and he waited for me for 2 hours? What's the truth here? That's another gigantic hole in the story. There's just holes after holes after holes after holes. There's no audio, there's no video tap, there's no phone tap, there's nothing. There's nothing. Except for a picture of my medical marijuana on my plant that he took illegally. There was no warrant for them to take any pictures. This man's not a fucking CI. It says in the discovery that he's a trained CI, a professional CI, a professional rat. Like, it's a fucking raid, lady, it's a fucking raid. I'm like, what are you talking about? Open the fucking door, it's a raid. I'm like, okay. He's like, what's the surprised look on your face? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what are you doing here? You have marijuana. I was like, yeah, I also have the card. He's like, we don't care about the card. You're not supposed to be smoking in your house with everybody. How the fuck do they know what I do in my house? So now I'm facing 3 to 5 years. For manufacturing, distribution, school zone, hash that I didn't even have.
Oh, God. Hash you didn't have?
My son said it was the keef that was in the bottom of the grinder.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God.
How much marijuana did they confiscate?
Less than an ounce. Which it doesn't even qualify
for
distribution.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing right now because this is like fucking...
But her life savings and her car.
But wait a second. My life savings I have recorded because I won $35,000 in a casino. And I took a picture of that because I took it in cash. And it was wrapped in a wrapper, $5,000 each. And they took my last $5,000 in the wrapper. And I'm like, guys, that's my casino money. They're like, well, tell it to the judge.
Tell it to the judge. You hear that a lot lately.
About 10 bongs, 15 pipes, 10 packs of rolling papers, about 10 blunts, you know. The norm that drug dealers have in their house.
Well, hold on, don't drug dealers normally have, they normally have more than an ounce of pot in their house.
And I would say a tad bit more than, what did I have, $6,000 or $7,000 in my house? And 5 of that was accounted for because it was in the wrapper. I can't account for the rest of it because it wasn't in the wrapper. I already spent like $4,000, and it was no female officer was here, and they frisked me, and I told them, I said, they took all the kids and they left me here by myself with the cops, and I'm like, guys, I feel uncomfortable. Could you please get me a female officer? And Officer Hernandez said to me, why do you feel uncomfortable? I said, because I was severely beat up by a New York City cop 20 years ago. And he goes, don't worry, we won't beat you. And I go, well, thank you very much. He goes, that's because we don't want your blood on us. Fine. And that's gracious for you to say. Then 5 minutes goes by, you don't like this one.
No, this can't be real.
Wait,
Is this for real?
5 minutes goes by and he goes to me, did you say the cop raped you? I said, excuse me? Like, how do you correlate a beating with rape? How does anybody do that? Now here I am, a woman who's handcuffed, I'm surrounded by 10 men and guns, by myself with no female officer.
Under an ounce of pot.
Under an ounce of marijuana.
Under an ounce of pot,
because I got the Cowboy King, the Viagra seller next door to me, telling them that I have pounds of weed. Because why? My friend's mother passed away a week prior to that. I went to her house to help him clean out. He gave me 5 big gigantic mason jars. That's all I wanted from her house. I know her since I've been 20 years old, 25 years. I had 5 mason jars. They're like, is this where you keep your pounds of weed?
5 empty mason jars.
That's where I keep your
No, there was residue in there, but like rice and beans. I said, go ahead, get a check.
What are you doing for your medicine now? How are you providing for yourself?
The same way I've been doing it before they legalized it. Because quite frankly, I can't afford $560 an ounce. I get $875 a month from income. I've been disabled since I'm 20 years old. Where am I going?
Top of everything.
Yeah, she's double victimized.
It's like the fucking double smack. Like,
and I have no transportation to get there. I had no transportation to go see my doctor.
You took her car, bro.
The only doctor in all of New Jersey that will see me, because I've had HIV for 24 years. Matter of fact, this month is 24 years that I found out. And he's the only one that will see me because nobody knows what to do with me. I talked to the prosecutor told him, look, we know we have a weak case here. Ask her if she'll plead out with the 3rd degree.
What? Plead out?
A 3rd degree charge. I says, fuck no. I said, I'm not taking
Okay, what happens in that case? You go on probation for what? A year?
Unconditional probation.
Okay, then
I
what?
still lose my Section 8 and I lose all my fucking income.
Really? See?
So double
wow.
me. So I told him, you tell them they're going to have a homeless HIV woman roaming around the streets of Bergen County with no place to go because I don't have my Section 8. So now they offered me to plead out in the 5th degree with a $1,000 fine, and I get all my stuff back immediately, in lieu of waiting the year and a half to get it dismissed.
Wow.
So I'm actually willing to take the 5th degree plea so I can get my stuff back, so I can get my life back on board, so I can go see my doctor, so I can get my money back. These are things that I have to do for my health.
That's how civil forfeiture works. They hang it over your head, and you got to prove your innocence.
Exactly. The same reason why I grew the marijuana plant was to stay alive. Is the same reason why I'm going to take the plea for the 5th degree charge, so I could stay alive. I need my card to see my doctor. I need my card to get my medication. I need my card to go to the closest dispensary, which is 40 minutes from my house. You know, like, listen, we're all human. I, like everyone else, breathes and eats. I smoke pot to stay alive. I smoke pot because it keeps me healthy.
How?
You see this I have to take right now? This is like it's not chemotherapy, but I call it like a mini, because what happens about 40 minutes after I take it, I start getting nauseous, and I was extremely lethargic when I first got on this, right, Dave? Remember those side effects? Like, he didn't even let me leave the house after I took it, because I didn't know where I was or what I was doing.
What drugs are they?
It's Norvir, Persista, Intalens, Interace, and Truvada.
Wow. Now the cannabis, does it help you take less pills? The cannabis?
No, but
just
what it does, it helps me stay relaxed. It calms my belly. And I gotta tell you the truth, when I was dying of AIDS, I was about 90 pounds in diapers, and it was, I don't know how many times I was in the hospital. I remember I was on 3 West Wing in Hackensack Hospital, and they have like a, what is that called, like a balcony you can go hang out on? It's like a deck, thank you, it's like a balcony there. So I called my sister, I says, please, I says, roll me a joint. I says, come take me out on the wheelchair on the balcony. Well, she did that, and I was dying. They gave me 2 weeks left to live. And I smoked that whole joint, and I says, bring me back to my room. We're going through the hallway. I'm reeking weed in the hospital, and I forget this. I go to her. I says, call the nurse. I says, I'm going home. She goes, you crazy? I go, no, T. I says, that joint made me feel so much better. Like, really, like, lifted up my spirits. It literally made me feel like I was back to life. And that's when I knew that marijuana was one of the key ingredients for me to keep alive. Wow. And they were on, like, we were all in the jail handcuffed. And what was it? I said to my son, I says, if my bail's $50,000, I said, just leave me there. The cop comes and goes, you could leave, you could leave, you could leave, and your bail's $50,000. I said, just leave me there. Remember that, Dave? Yeah. It was, and then they didn't give me my HIV meds for 3 days in jail.
What?
It was, yeah, it was really bad. I don't suggest anybody going to jail. It's really bad there.
Which jail?
Bergen County Jail.
Bergen County Jail.
And the nurse told me I'm not going to get my medications like for 2 weeks, up till 2 weeks. And I says, are you crazy? I says, I'll get sick. She goes, are you threatening me? And then the cop kicked the door open and I just kept my mouth shut. I was like, I'm not threatening anybody. I mean, what is this? This is my life I'm fighting for here. My car back. This is the problem I had. I was going to fight this to the fucking end because I want to see the person get up on the stand and tell them say that I sold the marijuana. I know it's the cocksucker next door, excuse my language. I know it's him. I know it.
Well, that's appropriate.
Yeah.
So they're getting you for conspiracy.
They're dropping all the charges. They don't have nothing. They have nothing. The warrant is a faulty warrant.
I wouldn't plead to anything.
I have to because I need my car and my money back. I have to get to the doctor. I have to stay alive. I have to be here for them. I want to see my grandkids.
Well, let's get permission from the police first. Find out.
We go to Lodi, hear her story, and now it's off to the Lodi Police Department.
Hey Wayne, what are you doing?
This is what you call jaywalking.
Get out of the middle of the street. That's a jaywalk. That's a New Jersey jaywalk.
So we got Carol's story, and it was pretty disgusting. So now we're heading down to Lodi Police Station to see what they have to say. And of course Wayne has to smoke a big fat cannon on the way.
Lefty knocks on the window. Hi, could you tell us where we could legally medicate?
I'm a medical marijuana patient. I like to medicate out here. Is that okay? Is there a problem with that? I just wanted to make sure it was okay first before we did that. If you want to run our card, we don't want to cause a problem, because we'll be here for a couple of hours.
Girl behind the counter. I know he's not going to use this, but she was hot. Slap some handcuffs and make you do things you don't want to do. Yeah, I thought she was cute. Yeah.
We'll be here in court, in the courthouse for a while, and then we're going to go to a friend's house, and we're going to just be around town. We're going to have lunch and stuff, or dinner.
You're going to be going out here?
Wherever's appropriate. Yeah, wherever you guys say it's appropriate. Sure.
You know, when Lefty was like, he was like, blah, 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 blah.
Guys, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good, thank you. Quick question. Who is the gentleman?
Me.
Okay. We would prefer if you didn't smoke at the police department. I mean, you know, because the agency that we're in, and
Okay.
if you want to go, can you go someplace else?
Well, we kind of feel safe here.
Okay. Well,
Because we know you guys got a bunch of tanks and grenade launchers from Afghanistan. We feel safe smoking here. We really do.
We would appreciate it if you did.
Okay.
You can kind of understand our point.
Well, where can we go? Because we don't want
Our
to.
point?
We don't want to cause a problem. That's
Here we are. You already know. He already got his card. Whereas, God forbid, we go somewhere in town and they call us.
Well, listen. Why don't you just stay in front of headquarters?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I thought you guys wanted to smoke in here.
No.
You're in the
We're
area.
not.
We want to. No, we want to follow.
Listen.
No, we want to follow the guide. We have to follow these parameters, the Tacoma guidelines. Do you have a copy of this? You can have this copy.
No, absolutely, I don't.
That's yours. We have to follow the parameters. We can't smoke in a school zone. We can't smoke in a park. We can't smoke in a recreational area or a beach. So we have to watch for and a
Well,
breathe.
does it have to be like how far from a park?
We can't be in a park.
Because there's a park right behind here,
Exactly.
Memorial Park.
Yeah.
That's why we're kind of asking
Does it say on the list, like near a police station? Is that what it says?
Anywhere you can smoke tobacco. So we saw you have tobacco smokers here, but
Yeah,
we'll,
you know what?
we
Why
could-
don't you do it in front of headquarters?
because we're not trying to
Okay,
be
yeah.
those guys, and we're not trying to like, hey, world, look what we're doing.
Yeah, because if we do it somewhere and then you're going to get a call,
We're here, you guys
and we don't want to
know,
waste your
talk to
time.
you,
All
spoke
right.
with
You know what? Let's take a walk out. Maybe we can find you a nice spot.
So the captain took Wayne outside, and the other officer wanted to see my card. So I had to show the officer my card, not to be rude. Thanks.
Can I see your ID?
Sure, absolutely.
And you're going to be around the area? Because East
Yeah.
Hanover, it's a drive. You're going to be in the area
Yeah, we'll be here for like a while.
because you're...
I'm not driving. Now we walked here actually, so
From?
from a friend's house, which is like 6 blocks away. So yeah, so we're not driving.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no vehicle involved. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So just
Thanks
go
so much.
ahead.
The police captain actually gestured us where to go.
But right behind here is a park. Now, is there a restriction 500 feet, 1,000 feet from a park?
No, it's like a border. It's like a border. But however, is it NFL rules or soccer rules? Like if, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a border, so we'll just stay away from the border.
It's Captain Quattrone. He's a fellow Italian. Hey, you see, hey, you want to smoke your marijuana joint? Okay, over there. You smoke your...
You know what? Why don't you just...
He sits right here.
I mean, unfortunately, you're going to have people from the library.
Yeah.
So that, I think that might cause you
No, that's not good. That's not
a
good.
little issue. Well, you just want to smoke one joint?
Yeah. 5 minutes will be in and out.
You know what? Why don't you make believe like you're looking at the Lodi Police
Okay.
Eagle over here, our memorial.
I like that.
You want to say a quick little thank you for your service. You have your thing, and then you're on your way.
It's
Fair
Veterans Week.
Fair enough.
Sir, thank you very much,
All
sir.
right, guys.
What's your name again?
My name's Quattrone, Captain Quattrone.
Captain Quattrone. Oh, Captain, thank you so much.
I love these captains.
The captains are the best. They are the best.
You know what happens? You're mellow. You're a little more mellow, and you know, you just, okay, whatever you gotta do. So you pay your respects, and we're good.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Captain.
Captain.
Because it was so nice that it was too nice. It was unreal. I don't even want to say it was surreal. It was unreal. He treated us like we were friends, like we were buddies, like he knew we were coming.
I'll roll it for you. No. Let me roll a fucking joint for you.
I want to do this.
Jesus, no, dude.
This
What are you doing?
This captain, I'm doing a trick. Don't
That's
worry.
not, no.
That's how I do.
No,
That's how I do.
oh God. Sure.
Now, it's just
You
correct, sir?
You want to give him a card? Give me your card, because
you
you're
got
going to
both
smoke.
of them
Yeah,
on
you.
cards? Please, that'll make life so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can run the. You have to call the state police, the ROIC, it's called, and they will verify that we're patients and all that stuff. Yeah, no, this is how I like to do it because I feel better now.
Perfect, sir.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll bring it right back.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, because that'll really cause us to do.
Can we
Go ahead.
honor the dead by helping the living? I want to get that one because that's kind of what we do. We kind of help.
You're not going to be smoking a joint by the thing.
Okay, whatever. Okay, if you have a problem with that,
You want to help out by the trees,
that's fine.
because that would really put me in an awkward spot.
Sure, absolutely, sir. By the trees, bro. No, whatever we have to do. That sounds good. By the trees.
All of a sudden, I'm smoking my weed, and he's rolling his joint, and the captain comes back out.
Keep calm. We're medical marijuana patients. Keep calm.
Stand by a second. Or anything. Can you hold on a sec? He just wants to go through the guidelines.
No problem.
Absolutely.
I got to answer to my
Sure.
voice.
No, not a problem, sir.
Would you guys mind waiting inside with me?
Sure, absolutely.
Are you guys from Lodi?
No, we have friends here. We're visiting. And we walked here. We didn't drive. So, yeah, there's no vehicle or anything like that involved. What's weird about the law is that you medicate in a vehicle with the keys out of the ignition.
Correct.
But wouldn't that cause a lot of problems for, like, patients with DUIs and stuff like that? I mean, that's, you know?
You know what? I think it's so new, nobody knows what to do.
Yeah. That's one of the questions I would have about that, because I don't feel comfortable. We went to Morristown. The Morristown chief said, well, why don't you smoke it at home and then drive here to where you have to go? And then I'm like, I don't really feel comfortable doing that.
Men, the chief just wants to verify all your info. Gentlemen, thank you again. Go right outside and have your joint. Oh, no worries. You want to go in that little area down there? You want to sit?
Okay.
And enjoy?
Okay.
Awesome.
You got it.
Thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate the help.
The chief said that we can smoke our medical marijuana out here. Cue the music.
Let's try this all over again, Lefty. I mean, I was rolling a fucking joint before.
All I know is Pasto. Call up my connect and get them pounds of OG Tahoe. Got everybody in New Jersey dabbing that BHO. North, psycho.
Lodi police station. Loud challenge, baby. Where are we smoking, Wayne?
Hey, Papo, I'm heavy with that pasto. I'm very well connected, so you know I get that guapo. And if a nigga prices are too low, he may be popo. Spanish speaking killer, so you know I got that.
Look at this. Who rolls it like that?
Me.
Dude, what? Let me roll it, please. This is abuse.
No, it's not.
They say you can't,
Maybe let's leave a little puff for the
they say you can't
police
abuse,
department.
They say you can't abuse marijuana. You're abusing it right now.
Oh, come on.
Oh, look at that. Oh, God, look at that.
That's beautiful.
That's horrible.
Make it back tomorrow. Hey, all I know is pasto. Call up my connect and get them pounds of OG Tahoe. Got everybody in New Jersey.
As great as the captain treated us, still, there's a medical marijuana patient, terminally ill, in Lodi, a few blocks away, that has just lost her house, her car, her computer, her money, her marijuana, and her job now.
Hey, amigo, all I smoke is lethal. Blow it in your face so you can run and tell your people. And I don't take no chances, put my burner to the peephole. I work too fucking hard to let you take my sour diesel. Listen, manito, I don't know perico, but I can point you to some dudes that got it by the kilo. Ay, Dios mío, I do it for my people. And I don't give a fuck, I'll Instagram it like it's legal. I run New Jersey, I know you niggas heard. Respect to my whole team and all of us can get the bird. It's fact, not fiction, and everything I'm spitting.
Ignorance is no excuse tour stop was successful because they have the KUMA, the Compassionate Use of Medical Marijuana Act.
Jersey dabbing that BHO. North Newark Psycho, de la Juro más sagrado. Hey, Papo, all I know is pasto. Call up my connect and get them pounds of OG Tahoe. Got everybody in New Jersey dabbing that BHO. North Newark Psycho, de la Juro más sagrado. Hey, hey, what you thought? It's always 420 somewhere.